of opportunity.
What type of team y'all want to be?
Are small.
We got the whole world watching now. Talk about your teammates. Put the team first. Titans on 3. 1, 2, 3. Titans.
Every snap counts. Every inch of field matters.
Henry turns it up, runs into Diggs, runs into the end zone. Allen tried to sneak. He got nothing, or so it appeared. They did it! Yes!
It's time for Titans football with Rhett Bryant, Amy Wells, Titans Radio's head coach Dave McGinnis, and the voice of the Titans, Mike Key.
Touchdown, Titans!
Your Tennessee Titans take the field, and kickoff is next.
The Titans captains for tonight are DeMarcus Walker, Robert Woods, and Aaron Brewer. Yes, they're getting the nod because several of the Titans' biggest names are not playing, but Walker, Woods, and Brewer are being recognized for how they've been available, how they've done whatever asked, and how they have led. Tonight, these three are the Titans captains against the 11-4 Dallas Cowboys, a playoff team that enters this game near full strength. It will be a big challenge for these three players, really for all the Titans. But the task at hand is to simply find a way. Dave McGinnis, how do the Titans find a way?
Well, they've got to stay away from the unforced errors. I mean, this is a very good opponent that we're playing, so we've got to play and not make the Titans another opponent that we have to play. Stay away from the unforced errors. Do not turn the football over, Mike. Dallas is really good at creating turnovers this year, 30 of them this year. Can't turn the ball over to these people, and then just play your ball game, play after play.
Referee for tonight's game is Sean Hockley, umpire Stephen Woods, down judge Patrick Holt, line judge Greg Bradley, field judge Anthony Fleming, side judge Chad Hall, back judge Rich Martinez. Look for this crew to be involved tonight. Hockley's crew has called an average of 15 penalties per game in 2022, second most in the NFL. They lead the league with 53 holding calls and 36 personal foul penalties. The Titans win the toss, elect to defer, so the Cowboys will get the football to begin. A little bit longer to wait for Joshua Dobbs. And the last time Joshua Dobbs started a football game, it was at Nissan Stadium in the 2016 Music City Bowl. He put up 409 yards of total offense and 4 touchdowns as his Tennessee Volunteers beat Nebraska 38-24. That was 6 years ago.
We'll take some of that tonight, won't we, Mike?
Well, the big thing about Dobbs that gets forgotten, because he's not played a lot of football in the NFL, is he can really, really run. In that game, he rushed for 118, and I would think the Titans will try to take advantage of his legs tonight.
They absolutely will, too. And then just watching him, since he's been here, he throws a really nice football, so it's going to be very interesting. And I know this, Joshua Dobbs will do everything he can to give this Titans offense a lift.
Cavante Turbin is deep. Randy Bullock set to kick off. The Titans in all navy with navy football helmets. The Dallas Cowboys in all white, including all white football helmets.
The starting lineups, fueled by Citgo.
Up front, left to right for the Cowboys, Tyler Smith, Connor McGovern, Tyler Biadish, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith. Tight end, Dalton Schultz. Wide receivers, Noah Brown, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup. Running back Ezekiel Elliott, and the quarterback is Dak Prescott. He's got 4 receivers to the right. They throw quickly to Lamb, and Lamb breaks tackles and gets 3 yards as he's taken down by Jack Gibbons. For the Titans on defense, up front, DeMarcus Walker, Tier Tart, Mario Evans, Kevin Strong. Linebackers, Jack Gibbons, Monty Rice, Joe Jones. Secondary, Roger McCrary, Andrew Adams, Kevin Byard, Trey Avery, Joshua Kalu. Second down and 7. Elliott will be 7 yards behind Prescott, who's under center. Elliott to throw, fires downfield. He's got it to Lamb. Avery will throw him out of bounds at the 42-yard line on the left side.
Dallas started out with an empty backfield set and brought everybody back in tight. They had a 2-man route then, both running deep outs to either side. He threw it to Lamb over there to the Titans' right.
Titans defense giving up 280 yards passing per game. And Dallas has come out throwing. Prescott 2 of 2, 17 yards. Carry for Elliott on the right side, and Elliott will make 4 yards out to the 46, tackled by Tart.
That's 12 personnel, and they put both tight ends to the Titans' right, both wide receivers lined up in numbers plus splits to the Titans' left, just ran an inside zone for 4 yards.
Aquan Jones had gone in the defensive line. He's got a helmet problem and has to come off. Hustling back in is Edwards. Equipment staff going to work on that on 2nd and 6. Give it to Elliott up the middle again. The 226-pound back has 4 more yards as he's out to the 50. Tackled by Weaver.
Offset back then in the shotgun. That was another inside zone. 3rd down and 3 here.
First 3rd down of the game. Gibbons is calling defensive signals for the Titans. The rookie started his career at Abilene Christian, finished at Minnesota. On 3rd down and 3, Titans show blitz. Prescott, play fake, rolling to his right under pressure. Pass batted down. He tried to throw it in the flat to Lamb, and batting it down is Weaver.
Nice start for the Titans defense. This is a power-packed offense. That is a great job on those 2 series, getting them off the football field. Really good job by the Titans defense then.
Light rain still falling here at Nissan Stadium as the veteran Brian Anger is in to punt. Robert Woods is deep for the Titans, averaging 9 yards per return. Anger averaging 48 yards per kick. Snap is good. Anger with an end-over-ender. Woods asks for the fair catch and makes it outside the 10-yard line. Timeout on the field. Robert Joshua Dobbs going to make his first NFL start in the state where he made his name. He gets on the field next. For the Titans on offense, up front, left to right, Dennis Daly, Aaron Brewer, Corey Levin, Jordan Ruse, LaRaven Clark. Tight ends, Jeff Swaim and Chigakakwo. Wide receivers, Robert Woods, Nick Westbrook-Akine, and also in the starting lineup, rookie Traylon Burks. Running back, Hassan Haskins. Quarterback, Joshua Dobbs. Dobbs begins in the shotgun. He motions Burks to the right. Reading to the right, rolling that way, throwing and completing to Akakwo. Outside the 20, and Akakwo is thrown out of bounds with his first down up at the 25-yard line by Barr. On defense for the Cowboys, DeMarcus Lawrence, Carlos Watkins, Osa Adigizuwa, and Micah Parsons up front. Linebackers, Damon Clark and Anthony Barr. And in the secondary, Deron Bland, Trevon Diggs, Jaron Kearse, Malik Hooker, and Donovan Wilson. Gain of 12 on first down. Titans moving right to left on your radio dial. Motion Woods to the right. Give. This is Haskins at left guard. Haskins is gaining 1 yard on the play. He's tackled by Lawrence.
The first play, we saw him using Joshua Dobbs' legs and did a nice job on that bootleg. That was just an inside zone. The Cowboys loaded the front up. They had 6 men across the front then on that first down.
The Cowboys going with a packed front as they play large in the front with 5 guys across the front. Dobbs is in the gun. Dobbs reads to the left, keeps, turns the corner. Dobbs 30, Dobbs 35, and out of bounds. Penalty marker comes in. Dobbs showing good legs right there.
Holding. Offense, number 16. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, second down.
Again to repeat, this crew leads the NFL with now 54 holding calls.
Yeah, Sean Hockley, you got on Amazon Prime really quick.
Ball back to the 19-yard line. It's a penalty of 7 yards. It will be second down and 16. Haskins is on the right hip of Dobbs. Now moves to the left side. Dobbs in the gun, Looks, fires, right side, batted down, intended for Westbrook Akine, incomplete. Gallimore is the man who got it.
You know, in 2nd and 16, you can't put yourself in that situation regardless of how you get there. We talked about the unforced errors. That just gives Dallas a chance to tee off, and that's exactly what they did then.
The Dallas Cowboys have 49 sacks on the year, only one in the last 3 games. So you know they're licking their chops to go here. On 3rd and 16, Titans at their own 19-yard line. Dobbs drops, throws quickly right side of Akakwo. Turns the corner to the 20, to the 25, and Akakwo is taken down by Lawrence at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 10, but it's not enough for a first down. And so the punting unit will come on with Ryan Stonehouse.
Titans had some life then on offense. A holding penalty is what set them back. They were moving the football. They had one run stopped on an inside zone with a loaded front on first down. Other than that, Dobbs doing a nice job of moving this team. Cannot have the penalties.
Turpin averages 11-9 per punt return. And Dallas has blocked some kicks. Got to watch him here. As Stonehouse catches the snap. Punt is away. A boomer. Turpin on the run. Makes the catch at the 25. Across the 30, he's pushed out of bounds. There is a flag down. Was thrown while the ball was in the air.
On the sideline.
See what this is all about. Long discussion.
Illegal motion, kicking team number 38. This 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. It's first down Dallas. Timeout.
Timeout on the field as the Cowboys will start just outside their own 35-yard line. When we come back, no score in the first. After the Titans' second penalty on the punt, the Cowboys will begin their second series just short of their 40-yard line. No score, 10:06 remaining first quarter. Thursday Night Football in Nashville. Give, Elliott, hit by Tart and taken down for virtually no gain. Tier Tart.
Great play by Tier Tart. They lined up with both tight ends to the Titans' left, motioned across to 3-by-1. Then they tried to run an outside zone to the tight end side that was to the Titans' left. Tier Tart just beat his man inside. Excellent, excellent play by Tart.
Gibbons also had the right read. He was going to be there. 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw, fires short, complete to Schultz. Penalty marker down. Schultz has 8 yards to the 48, tackled by Avery. This is going to be on the Titans again.
Like they were all sides.
So do they go 2nd and 5 or 3rd and 2? That's the choice for Mike McCarthy, the third-year coach of the Cowboys.
Offside. Defense number 93. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
Okay, so they give up the completion to make it 2nd and 5. They give up 3 yards but get a down back. Gallup is wide to the left. 4 receivers wide to the right, empty backfield. Quick throw in the middle of the field. It's Schultz again. He's got it in Titans territory at the 45, and Dalton Schultz will be tackled at the 42. Making the stop is 47 Adams.
Yeah, just as you call, that's a 4-by-1 split. 4 receivers to the Titans' left side. That was a spacing route against zone defenses where Schultz sat down between the railroad tracks in the middle of the field.
47th catch of the year for Schultz. Tap pass. It's Lamb coming around the right side, and he is forced out of bounds by the Titans' McCrary, but there was excellent penetration that kept him from being able to go north and south.
All the Titans on the left-hand side from the first line to the second element to the third element did an excellent job of keeping leverage on that play with the tap pass, so CeeDee Lamb got strung out to the sideline, had nowhere to go.
They'll give him a yard. It's 2nd down and 9. 4 receivers to the left. Now they move Lamb to the right. Prescott under center. Toss. It's Elliott running to the left, and Elliott is inside the 40 and is taken down by Peavy, I believe it was, as he picked up 5 yards.
That was a perimeter toss all the way. That was no toss downhill. That was no toss cutback. That was a perimeter toss all the way.
Joe Jones also in on the tackle. So it's 3rd down and 5 at the Titan 37. 7:50 to go first quarter. Prescott takes the snap, looking, firing, man is open, and it's Hilton who makes the catch at the 30-yard line. The former Colt, T.Y. Hilton, defending Avery.
Again, T.Y. Hilton, 7-yard out over there on that side. Prescott made the read, took one look over here to his right side, then went back to the single receiver, T.Y. Hilton, at it on his left side for the first down.
Hilton just signed on December 12th. Tailback is now Malik Davis, the rookie from Florida. He'll run the toss to the right side, tries to get inside the 30, does, and is taken down at the 26. Hard hit there by Byard. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Kevin Byard coming from his safety position. Again, that was a perimeter toss. And when I say that, I mean they are trying to get outside the element on the line of scrimmage. It's a perimeter toss. Kevin Byard put a nice topper on it. He capped that thing from the back end to the front.
Dallas averaging 29 points per game. They have 4 games this season of 40 points or more. Prescott in the gun. Fakes the handoff, throws right side, and the pass is incomplete. There's a flag. Brown being defended by McCrary. And here we go.
Pass interference. Defense number 21. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
So the football will be placed at the 14-yard line. Brown was begging for the flag, and he got the call. Davis stays in at running back. They offset the eye to the right with a tight end, McKeon. 3 tight ends for the Cowboys. Run on the left side, it's Davis. Well done by him as he's inside the 10 and taken down at the 6-yard line by Rice.
Yeah, that was an outside zone, started to the open side, which was to the Titans' right. That's the first outside zone cutback they have run, and he got 7 yards on it.
2nd down and 3. Ball at the 6 on the left hash. Malik Davis remains the running back. Cowboys in the pistol. Now Davis moves to the right hip of Prescott.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And the Titans will use a timeout. I think the Titans only had 10 on the field.
Well, and again, C.D. Lamb was lined up in a stacked position over here to the Titans' left side. This is an area where C.D. Lamb has really, really been deadly this year, is the red zone. They're a really good red zone offense. C.D. Lamb's a big part of that.
He certainly is. C.D. Lamb with 8 touchdown catches. What's most amazing about Lamb is over 50 of his catches and nearly 700 of his yards have come in the slot, so the guy can line up anywhere. Not every receiver can do that. On 2nd and 3, they give Elliott jump cut on the left side, and Elliott is inside the 5, very near his first down, and I think he has it as Rice makes the tackle. It is a first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
You call the jump cut. I mean, that's been Ezekiel Elliott's calling card ever since he's come into the league, and we saw it right there. Still, even at this point in his career.
He is a big, powerful guy. 3 tight ends for the Cowboys. Offset eye to the right. Elliott remains the running back. Now going in motion, Prescott. They'll snap it directly to Elliott. He runs on the left side. Titans stack it up and take him down just short of the goal line. Tackle made by Tart.
Again, a direct snap, as you called to Elliott, just stuck his foot in the ground, trying to find a little crease in there. Titans put up some pretty decent resistance, but that ball is on the 1-yard line.
Jason Peters, the former All-Pro from Buffalo, now in his 18th season, checks in as an extra offensive lineman. He was a tight end at Arkansas, so he can catch. He's on the left. At the 1, 2nd and goal. Give Elliott running at left guard, and Elliott is in for a Dallas Cowboy touchdown.
Well, that drive now aided by penalties. And talked about it from the start. And you talked about this crew now. They're going to call a lot of penalties. They've called a lot on the Titans so far. The penalties aided Dallas on that drive a lot.
Tennessee 4 penalties for 34 yards. Just 10:24 into this game. Dallas has not yet been called for a foul. Brett Maher, the 33-year-old kicker, in for the extra point. On the year, he's missed 2 out of 49. Anger is his holder. Snap, set, the PAT is up, and the kick is good. Dallas 7, Tennessee nothing. 4:36 remaining in the first quarter as we play Thursday night football at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Ezekiel Elliott, a 1-yard touchdown run, capping a 10-play, 60-yard drive. Took 5.5 minutes. That gives Dallas a lead over the Titans 7-0 with 4:36 remaining in the first quarter. Maher to kick off. He has 73 touchbacks on the year. Chestnut is deep. Maher kicks a low line driver that's going to bounce into and through the end zone for a touchback. Josh Dobbs, first series, 2 of 3 passing, 22 yards. He had 1 carry for 3 yards that was hurt by a penalty. Hassan Haskins, 1 carry for 1 yard. Titans need to get something going offensively. It'd be great to get a touchdown, but just to go get some points here, a big deal. Micah Parsons comes running onto the field late. Dobbs gives it to Haskins on the left side, and he's got 2. And who's in on it but Parsons, who came running in. I don't think he had even buttoned his chin strap.
No, it was a one-back counter row, and as you said, he just came running in and lined up, kind of like you do in Pee Wee football. I mean, then took off and ran and found the ball.
He's playing with a big club on his left hand. 2nd down and 8. Haskins on the left hip of Dobbs, who's in the gun. Dobbs takes the snap, looking, firing quickly, and just in front of the tight end Hooper, and incomplete at the 37-yard line. Curse defending.
Hooper had his man beaten. He made a nice outside stick move and then came inside. He had his man beaten. That throw was just a little bit off and away from his grasp.
So 3rd down and 8 upcoming.
Nice route by Hooper. He had his man. He dropped his man at the line of scrimmage.
Empty backfield. Tight set of 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Dobbs changes the play. He's in the gun. He's ready. He takes the snap. Dobbs looking, firing downfield off the fingertips of Woods and incomplete at the 48-yard line, defended by Wright. Catchable ball.
Catchable ball. It looked like it came off of his hands a little bit high, but that was a very catchable ball as it got to Woods.
Would have been plenty for a first down. Instead, it's 4th and 8. And here's Stonehouse.
And again, Woods had made a nice move. He was open. Got to complete him.
Snap is good. Pressure is there. Kick nearly blocked. Low line driver. Turpin from the 24 to the right, to the 30, to the 35. And he is stacked up at that point. Tackle made by Racy McMath. Nearly a blocked punt. Dallas with the ball and a 7-0 lead. 3:37 remaining first quarter.
3 quarters to go. Let's check scores around the league.
Coming up on Sunday, Jacksonville looks to avenge a Week 5 loss to the Texans. They will visit Houston. It'll be win and in for the Giants. They host Nick Foles and the Colts. The Bears are at the Lions. The Dolphins visit the Patriots. Dolphins likely without Tua Tagovailoa. Eagles hosting the Saints with a chance to clinch the 1 seed in the NFC. And the Bucs host the Panthers with hopes to clinch the NFC South. Browns and Commanders facing off. Cardinals are at the Falcons. Raiders host the 49ers, and the Jets are at the Seahawks. Chargers and Rams will face off at SoFi Stadium. And on Monday Night Football, Bills and Bengals in Buffalo.
First quarter, Dallas 112 yards, 47 rushing, 65 passing. They had it for 13-33. Titans with 28 total yards, 6 rushing, 22. Dak Prescott, 9 of 10, 65 yards. Joshua Dobbs, 2 of 5, 22 yards.
You know, this defense is really playing pretty steady, Mike, and they're playing good. The offense needs to possess the football.
Cowboys going to try a field goal after they lost yardage on the final play of the first quarter. Maher from 36, left hash. Snap, set, his kick. Good. Cowboys 10, Titans nothing. 14:56 remaining in the first half. 8 plays, 47 yards, 3:41 off the clock. So Dallas moving the football well. And again, you talk about where the Titans are right now. Christian Fulton and Amani Hooker not playing. They do figure to be back for Week 18. No Jeffrey Simmons. No Danico Autry in this ballgame. Not really a surprise at either spot. You could get David Long off IR for the final game of the regular season. But the group that's really more hurt tonight by the losses in terms of guys not playing, the defense more so than the offense.
Joel, absolutely, and that's why I say if this offense can just generate some first downs and take some time off the clock and get in scoring range, this defense is really holding in there pretty decent. I mean, right now, 10-0, and aided that first touchdown with some penalties. Just hang in there and play.
Here's Maher to kick off. It's hit high and very deep. It's a touchback. Third series on offense for the Titans, as they will begin at their 25 again. No Nicholas Petit-Frere at right tackle tonight. He's out with an ankle injury. He left the game against Houston on Saturday with that ankle. LaRaven Clark is playing right tackle. And obviously no Derrick Henry. He was on the injury report this week with a hip. 2 tights to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left. Dobbs in the gun. Dobbs, play fake, under some pressure, has the ball taken away. Dobbs picks it up, rolling to his right, and he'll throw it out of bounds. Dobbs was stripped, but alertly picked the ball up and was able to roll to his right and get rid of it.
The pressure came off of Dobbs' right side so fast, it was on him really before he had a chance to set up.
DeMarcus Lawrence, who's going to his 3rd Pro Bowl, is the man who slapped it out of his hands as he got around Brewer and Haskins.
Oh, he got around there fast, too.
2nd down and 10. Dobbs staying in the gun. Cowboys with 6 across the front. Give, Haskins running hard up the middle, being pushed. Haskins will have nearly 4 yards out to the 29. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Golston with the tackle for the Cowboys.
Inside zone, up inside. I mean, it's just, you had no yards on first down. It's going to be just make this 3rd down. Make this 3rd down and see if you can start to string something together.
Lawrence is out of the defensive line. In for the Cowboys now. Another good pass rusher in Dorrance Armstrong, who has 8 sacks on the year. 3rd down 6. Cowboys showing blitz. Dobbs takes the snap, looking, firing deep downfield. Man is there, and it's caught! McMath! Racy McMath makes the catch at the Dallas 32-yard line. Wright touches him down. That's the big play we've been waiting for from Racey McMahon.
There you go, and then a nice job by Dobbs. He stood in there in the cylinder, and they moved the ball on third down. That was absolutely perfect, what they just did then. And Racey McMahon outran the corner, and the safety could not lap. Nice play.
Dobbs goes into the pistol. Haskins is behind him. He moves Woods inside on the right. Play fake. Dobbs rolling to his left. He can run this thing. He'll pull it down and go. He's to the 30. He's to the 25, and he is taken down at that point by Clark.
Nice job by Dobbs. He maintained his composure out there on the left. He worked away from his throwing hand, but had the ability to throw it. Nice job by Dobbs then on that play.
Not the fastest guy in the world, but he is an adept runner. He knows when to go.
Absolutely.
Gain of 7 on the play. Dallas 10, Tennessee nothing. 12:47 remaining in the first half. Dobbs under center this time. Changing the play. Dobbs going to give Haskins a try on the right side, and Haskins goes barreling through and driving his legs. Taken down very near the first down by Clark with help from Kurz, and it is going to be a first down, I do think. Let's see. Now they're pulling back. An official was waving the chain crew to come on, which generally means first down. Now he's stopping them on 3rd down and 1. Hard running by Haskins.
Very nice job on that outside zone, and he just kept his legs moving.
Haskins 4 carries, 9 yards. 10 on the play clock as the Titans break quickly. Dobbs motions Hooper to the right. On the sneak, Dobbs being pushed by Conley, and he should have enough for a first down, and he does. First down, Titans, as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Titans Radio. Titans trail 10-0 with 11:20 remaining in the first half, but Josh Dobbs has them on the move.
Josh Dobbs did a nice job of orchestrating. There's an art to running a quarterback sneak. He did it very well then.
Titans in an eye. Quick snap. Play fake. Dobbs rolling to his left, looking downfield, looking, pumping, and will be hit and dropped. Really hard tackle out there by Wilson, who took his shot and got Dobbs at the 25.
Dobbs needs to let go of that ball now. He's a veteran player. He needs to let that ball go.
Thought he could fake out Wilson. He could not.
Well, Wilson closing on him so quick. Got to throw that thing into the stands.
2nd down and 15 at the 26. Titans break the huddle with 12. Dobbs gets him on the ball. Haskins on his right hip. 3 receivers to the right. Westbrook, Akine, Woods, and Burks. Dobbs from the gun. Looking, throwing, and completing it. Very short completion to Okonkwo. It's been picked up by Haskins at the 20, at the 15, at the 10, at the 5, and he is down inside the 5-yard line. See what that call is going to be. It should be a recovered fumble. Dobbs is wisely getting his team on the ball. At the 2-yard line after Haskins' run. And the challenge flag has been thrown by Mike McCarthy, but a great job by Dobbs, realizing they were going to mark the ball at the 2, not wasting time. Let's see.
Is that the runner is down by contact at the 25-yard line. As we were discussing the ruling, Dallas threw their challenge flag. They were allowed to keep that challenge flag. It's 3rd down at the 25-yard line.
Be interesting to see this. He is down. That's right. It's the right call. But still, an alert play by Haskins. He sees the ball, he picks it up, and he takes off running.
Very alert play by Haskins. Again, ball security, Mike. We talked about ball security going into this ball game. This group in Dallas, they've got 30 takeaways. Ball security.
Okonkwo down on the play, brings up 3rd and 13. Ball at the 24. Dobbs under pressure, swarmed under. He had no chance. The ball is out, and Dallas says they have it. There is a fight at the 31-yard line. No signal, which generally means there's a fight at the bottom of the pile. Armstrong says he has it, and Dallas does have the football. Dobbs was swarmed from every direction on that 3rd down play. He is being taken down at that point by Gallimore. Make that Fowler. And the ball comes out, and Dallas ends up with it. Timeout on the field after the takeaway. Dallas with the football, leading Tennessee 10-0. The Titans were +2 in turnover ratio when they started the season 7-3. Since then, -6. A lot of their stats have stayed the same, but the biggest difference, turnover ratio, as the Titans have their 20th giveaway of the season on the fumble by Dobbs. Taking over Dallas at the 31. Prescott throwing quickly to the tight end. That's Schultz on the right side. Schultz up to the 38-yard line, gain of 7. Tackled by McCrary and Gibbons. 11
personnel with the tight end to the right side, and then 3 receivers spread out. That was just a stick out. That was a zone throw that he hit right on the numbers.
Prescott 10 of 11, 72 yards. Play fake. Prescott under pressure, fires right side, wide of Schultz, defended by Gibbons. With the incomplete pass, it's 3rd and 3.
Pretty nice pressure then on the cylinder. He was still able to hold on to it and throw it. Prescott's a big, strong quarterback. He will stand in the cylinder, but there was good pressure on him in.
Titans come in with Lonnie Johnson and Greg Maben as extra defensive backs. Titans with 6. McCrary, C.D. Lamb in the left slot. Prescott firing quickly, got it complete. It's Hilton making the grab and rambling to the midfield stripe where he's tackled by Maben.
Yeah, Hilton just made a stick move and beat Maben to the inside very, very quickly. That was just a one-on-one, and Hilton beat Maben.
Gain of 12 on the play. Maben out. Avery back in. Hilton stays in the game as the only one wide to the left. They give it to Elliott on the left side, and Elliott finds 4 yards to the Titans' 46. Tackled there by Walker. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Outside zone to the open side, which was to the Titans' right side with a slot receiver to that side. That was a cut back all the way. Elliott was looking to cut that back all the way, and he did for 4 yards.
Gallup and Lamb wide to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. Elliott, the single back. Prescott works under center again against a 4-man front.
Here we go.
Dropping the snap, Prescott. I think the Titans got on it. They did.
There we go.
An error by the Cowboys at midfield, and coming up with the football is Tier Tart. The defense responds.
That's what
as
you
the
need.
Cowboys get a takeaway, and the Titans take it right back.
There you go. Let's make something work here. Offensively, you got in a little bit of a rhythm. You got to protect this quarterback if we want him to throw.
A 9-play, 44-yard drive last time stalled because Dobbs took a lick and fumbled the football on 3rd and long. They start this drive at their own 48, 8:03 to go first half. Titans trail 10-0. Dobbs going to give Chestnut a chance. Not much. 1 yard. Tackle made by Armstrong.
Offset back, trying an inside zone, and as you said, not much. Dallas has got a stout front, especially inside. Those guys jammed it up then.
They have a lot of big people.
Oh, well, and they're all healthy. Let's mention that.
Playing only without Leighton Vander Esch, who should be back for the playoffs. 2nd and 9. Dobbs, play fake, quick throw. Got it complete. Westbrook Akine, a gain to the 47-yard line of the Cowboys. It's 4 yards. Hooker, the former Colt, with the tackle. It's 3rd and 5.
Quick RPO throw. That throw was a little bit low. Nice catch by NWI just to get it.
Conley is in the game. Burks is in the game. Titans would like to get those wide receivers in the act.
They got to protect. Protect, and we can get some people downfield.
Okonkwo motions left. Dobbs in the gun, takes the snap, looks, has some time, fires downfield, too far for Hooper, and incomplete. So the punting unit going to come on for the Titans with 6:43 to go, a chance to at least pin the Cowboys deep in what remains a 10-0 game.
Tried to throw a 2-layered route over there and just got it a little bit high. Plus, there was a defender that had taken a pretty deep drop underneath that deepest out.
Cowboys nearly blocked the last punt. Turpin is deep. Takes the snap, end over ender. Turpin asks for the fair catch and makes it in front of Lonnie Johnson inside the 10-yard line. So well done by Stonehouse. 6:36 remaining in the first half. Dallas with the football and a 10-0 lead on Thursday Night Football in Nashville. Dallas starts at their own 8-yard line. Davis is the back. Prescott under center. 10-0 Cowboys. 6:36 remaining first half. Play fake. Prescott rolling to his right, being chased and throwing incomplete at the feet of Schultz. Byard defending. Good pressure by Weaver.
Great pressure by Weaver, and he took the correct angle. There's an angle you take when a quarterback is moving to his throwing hand. He took the correct angle. Nice coverage. Good job by Weaver on the angle.
Weaver got a little bit of that ball, I think. 2nd and 10. Prescott in the gun. Davis now on his left hip. Prescott snap. He's in the end zone. He fires downfield. Man is there. It's caught. Making the catch is Lamb. Outside the 20-yard line, he has the first down. C.D. Lamb, who's going to the Pro Bowl again, zeroing in on 100 catches on the year. He's able to beat Kalu.
He beat Kalu. He beat Kalu to the sideline. That was a post corner route, and he beat him.
Gain of 15 on the play. Offset eye to the left. Prescott has 2 wide receivers on the right side of the formation. Now motions a man left, play fake, rolling to his right. Prescott has all day, going deep downfield. Good coverage by McCrary, who cut off Lamb, and the pass is incomplete.
McCrary won the red line. You've heard me talk about it before on this broadcast. Imaginary red line, 5 yards from the sideline. Roger McCrary won it. Push Lamb to the sideline. Nice job by McCrary. That's good technical coverage.
2nd down and 10 at the 23-yard line. Defense has 1 takeaway in this game. Looking for more. Going to give it to Davis on the left side, and Edwards gets there first and swarms him under, and Big Peavy, all 6'5", 308 of him, finishes the job. Oh my goodness.
Really nice job over there on that right side. They did a nice shock and shed. First of all, getting off of those blockers, and then they swarmed to the football. That was played very well. 3rd down, let's get them off the field here.
3rd down and 11. Schultz and Gallup to the left. Hilton, Lamb, and Brown to the right. Now Schultz will come into the backfield with Prescott. Titans with 6 defensive backs. Pressure coming up the middle. Prescott has time, has Lamb, has the first down and then some as he breaks a tackle and is taken down by Avery just short of the 35-yard line.
And C.D. Lamb is C.D. Lamb.
Really good. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you know, there are certain receivers, and you've seen great ones in your career. They can only play outside, or they can only play inside. This guy can line up anywhere.
Yeah, and he makes plays anywhere, too.
Third-year man out of Oklahoma, 6'2", 197. Took over as the lead receiver this year from Amari Cooper. Handoff, Elliott coming to the left. Elliott is met at the 36 and is taken down. Gain of about 2 on the play. Stop made by Strong.
Very well, they're on the ball. We're going tempo now, Mike.
4:07 to go. Not going to let the Titans substitute. Prescott in the gun. Pumps, looks to the right, fires right side, goes to Gallup, who makes a toe tap catch at the 47-yard line for a first down.
Too much time to throw then. He scanned the field completely from his left to right. He scanned clear across the field then. Too much time to throw.
3:45 and counting as the Cowboys get on the ball. They substituted, so the Titans have to be allowed to substitute. Prescott firing right side, and it is intercepted. Byard on a deflection. It bounced off the receiver and went to Byard for his third INT of the year.
Yes, that's what you need, a little bit of a break.
It was there, a great pass by Prescott. Should have been a gain down to the Titans' 35-yard line, but Hendershot, the tight end, juggled it right into the body of Byard as McCrary put a pop on Hendershot. Titans take over at their own 36. Sixth career interception gives the Titans their second takeaway of the first half. But for the second time in 3 weeks, you've got to credit McCrary for an assist on an interception.
Absolutely, did a nice job coming in there and giving a good lick.
3:33 remaining first half. Titans trail 10-0. At their own 36, play fake. They're screening the ball left side. Here's Chestnut. 35, 40, 50. Chestnut 40. Chestnut 35. Taken down by Curse at the 31. What a job by Dobbs. A man running right at him. He deftly lifted it into the left flat. And Chestnut took off on a roll.
Nice downfield, too. Very well executed. But it all started with the quarterback maintaining his composure, just as you described.
33-yard gain. That is a play that's about timing.
Timing.
Chestnut, 33 yards on that play at the 31 of the Dallas Cowboys. Dobbs gives Chestnut on the left side, and he goes barreling forward. Maybe a yard as Dallas able to take him down. Dobbs, 6 of 11, 99 yards. They have 33 and 39-yard pass plays in this game.
Let's keep it up.
2nd and 1. Titans could let it run to the 2-minute warning if they want to. They're going to run another play. Dobbs on 2nd and 9. 3 tight ends in the game. Dobbs, play fake, rolling to his right, looking downfield, firing, nearly intercepted. Bad read by Dobbs. He totally left it out there for Diggs, who dropped a freebie.
Yeah, Trayvon Diggs was sitting on there cluing that thing all the way, and Dobbs rolling to his hand. Trayvon Diggs had that dialed in his sights the whole way. Really fortunate that Diggs dropped that.
Diggs has 17 interceptions in his career. He totally came off his man and said, "Oh, I'm going to get 18." Should have had it.
Yeah, he was dialed in on that one.
2:04 to go. It's 3rd down and 9. Ball at the 30. Dobbs in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Dobbs looking. Dobbs firing. Completing at the 25. It's Woods driving forward to the 20. That ought to be enough for a first down. And it is! First down for the Titans as we hit the 2-minute warning with 1:58 remaining in the first half. Dallas leading 10-0, but the Titans on the move.
But they're in the Pinnacle scoring zone at the Dallas 20. Just ahead, stats, scores, and cover 2 with Coach Macklin. Titans Radio's halftime report. It's powered by the Tennessee Lottery.
Joshua Dobbs is playing in his first NFL game in 726 days. As they're about to go in the red zone, Coach Mack, this is where it gets tougher for him timing-wise.
Absolutely right. And plus, against a defense that's really good in the red zone. Everything's got to be on point here, Mike, because of exactly what you said.
A receiver to the right, 2 to the left, Dobbs in the gun. Dobbs going to give it inside, no chance. Armstrong was there to take down the Titans runner, Chestnut, for a loss. Haskins will come in for Chestnut now as a loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 12 with 1:40 to go and counting.
Dallas just dominated the left side of that offensive line then.
Got to be careful here on 2nd down and 12. Burks wide to the right. He's had a quiet evening. Dobbs in the gun, looks to his right, swings it out. It's Haskins on the right side, and Haskins is just inside the 20 for a gain of 3, tackled by Wright. The Titans have entered the Pinnacle scoring zone. For more on Titans banking for Pinnacle, visit titansbanking.com for all the details. Wright is down after Haskins really gave him the business at the end of that. Titans going to face a 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Yeah, and again, this is a point where you brought up, we're in the high red zone. You've got to be able to move it down to the low red zone. And losing yards on 1st down in these situations is never, ever good for you, because now the defense can load up. They can load up front, play zone in the back. That's just what they did then.
Joshua Dobbs, 8 of 14, 113 yards in the game. He has been sacked twice and has lost a fumble. Running off the field under his own power is Nahshon Wright, the defensive back, on 3rd down and 9. What do you like here, Coach Mack?
But if they're playing zone defense, I like something over the middle. Just give it to somebody and just let them run up the tracks. If they're playing man-to-man, pick out the matchup that you like. But what I really want to have happen, Mike, they're going to be bringing heat, and I mean major heat. You got to protect them.
By the way, due to the injury there, the Cowboys lost a timeout, each team with 2. Here comes that major heat on 3rd down and 9.
Here they come.
Dobbs looking in trouble, firing, and the receiver fell down. Woods was open at the 12. Dobbs delivered the ball, and Woods fell down.
That's on Woods all the way. You got to keep your feet out there. Dobbs delivered a very catchable pass under extreme pressure. That's all on Woods.
I think that's a 1st down, too, if he catches it, because he's going to be able to run. Here's Bullock for a 37-yard field goal attempt to try to get the Titans on the board. Bullock on the year, 12 of 15. Snap, set. Bullock's kick is up, and his kick is good! Dallas 10, Tennessee 3. 1:04 to go in the first half. Good to see the Titans, after the Byard interception, come up with points. 8 plays, 45 yards, 2:29 off the clock. That is your Nissan Drive Summary. Nissan, official auto partner of the Titans.
Now what's going to happen right here? You're going to get tempo out of this offense. This is going to be the CD Lamb show. So you've got to understand that's where they're going to go with it. You need pressure on this quarterback, and then you need to be able to understand where CD Lamb is. He's worked these 2 minutes a lot this year.
Well, the other part of it too, Coach, is this kicker, Maher, the 33-year-old, has made 3 kicks in his career of over 60 yards.
You're correct. So, I mean, it's not like you're protecting a very short field if it starts at the 25-yard line.
Dallas could even take some chances deep to see if they could beat you deep, because they really don't need a lot of yards. So you got to guard everything. Bullock to kick off. See if Turpin runs it out. He does not. So Dallas will get it at the 25 with 1:04 to go. This Titans defense has 2 takeaways, and that's the reason that the Tennessee Titans are within 7 points right now.
The Titans have really staunch defense, especially as many plays that they've had to play. The offense really hasn't generated anything except for that last series. So this Titans defense is hanging in there very tough with the players out there that are playing.
Dallas 175 yards, Tennessee 122. 2 safeties deep for the Titans. Prescott dropping, looking, firing downfield, and it's batted away. Well done by Avery on the pass intended for Gallup.
Nice job by Avery. Gallup tried to run a stick-out cut very, very deeply, a sit-down, a hook in that zone. Avery, really nice job. He was all over it.
59 seconds to go, 2nd down and 10. Avery's in the secondary. Lonnie Johnson's in the secondary. Kevin Byard, Roger McCrary, Andrew Adams, and Greg Maben. Prescott in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Feeling some heat. Hit as he throws, and it's dropped! Dropped by Brown at the 32-yard line. Johnson and Avery defending. It's 3rd and 10.
Basham was off the right side then, and he was all over Prescott. All over it.
One more count, and he gets a big hit.
Yes.
3rd and 10. Titans trying to get off the field. Gallup wide to the left. Dallas 3 of 5 on 3rd downs. 47% on the year. Titans showing an all-out blitz. Here they come. Prescott in trouble again. Steps up. Big chase. Big sacked! DeMarcus Walker, and there are flags down in the secondary.
That just makes me sick when they call a penalty like that away from the play.
Holding. Defense number 21. This is a 5-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down.
Prescott is hurting, however. The he took, boy, there looked like there was a hold on Dallas there as well.
I'm hurting. I'm hurting with this officiating crew.
48 seconds to go. Dallas still just at the 30-yard line. The defense has to play another set of downs due to that call. Elliott in the backfield. Quick throw in the middle of the field. It's Schultz. Schultz up to the 40, and he gets to the 43. Timeout Cowboys with 41 seconds to go as McCrary makes the tackle. In the first half, Titans have been called for 5 penalties for 39 yards. Dallas has not been called for a penalty. Gain of 13 on that play.
Great effort by the defense to the play side. Had him off the field.
Would have given Walker 7.5 sacks in what has been a really super year for him. Played good football. One of the Titans' captains tonight. 1st and 10 at the 43. Prescott takes the snap. Fires right side, got it complete to Hilton, and he is grabbed and taken out of bounds by Maben. Clock stopped with the out-of-bounds play. It's only 4 yards, correction, 3 yards up to the 46. 35 seconds to go.
What's the line for this kicker, Mike?
I think it's the 40.
Okay.
Certainly at the 40, he's got a chance. He's been better in his career from outside of 50 than he has between 40 and 49, which is bizarre. Prescott dropping. Feels some heat, fires, got it complete to Lamb. He is taken down at the 48-yard line by McCrary. It is not a 1st down. Nice tackle by McCrary, and it forces Dallas to take their last time out. It's 3rd down and 1.
Keep everything in bounds now.
Now, Maher, the kicker, kind of a bizarre story. He comes out of Nebraska and really has all the He's in the NFL, can't make a team, goes to Canada. He does well enough there that the Cowboys use him for 2 years, and he's so bad in 20 they let him go. He goes to New Orleans, does pretty well, and they brought him back, but they actually cut him again in August, put him on the practice squad, and then he's had an incredible year. Prescott to throw it. Steps up, he can run. 50, 45, 40, and he's run out of bounds by Johnson at the 39-yard line with 21 seconds to go. They are in field goal range.
Need a little more gap discipline on your rush then on the right side of the Titans. Gap discipline, they've been really good with it up to that point. Not very good that play.
10-3 Cowboys, 21 seconds to go. Oh, for a quarterback sack here.
Yeah, not a holding call away from it by this crew.
In the secondary. Prescott takes the snap. Has time, fires, and it's intercepted, fired! Fired at the 40, fired at the 50, fired at the 45, and he's run out of bounds and tackled out of bounds by Smith. 3 turnovers by the Cowboys in the first half, and how do you like that? Kevin Byard coming alive!
I like it a lot.
The Titans have 2 timeouts. And Dallas very lucky that Smith wasn't called for a hit out of bounds. Titans will have the ball at the 37-yard line. So Tennessee is in Bullock field goal range right now. His career long, wait a minute, they're putting it back now at the 41.
Of course they are.
Well, that's my mistake, I guess. So let's see what Dobbs has here. 13 seconds left in the half. Dobbs dropping, looking, firing, completing it to Burks, who's run out of bounds. No, he stays on his feet. He's at the 20. He's at the 15. He's inside the 10, and he's tackled with 2 seconds left. Timeout, Tennessee.
That Traylon Burks, what a big, strong athlete this guy is. Wow.
He somehow stayed on his feet, and Curse finally got him down. They'll spot it at the 10. I couldn't believe it. It looked like Wright was throwing him out of bounds. Somehow he maintained his balance, stepped over Wright's hands, and kept going. And now Bullock, with 2 seconds to go, will try a field goal of 29 yards as the Titans have entered the pinnacle scoring zone for what may be a free 3. Snap, set, kick, good! What a turn of events! The Titans take it away and add 3 points, and at the half, we've got a ball game in downtown Nashville. Dallas 10, Tennessee 6 at the intermission.
So Titans hosting the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas up 10-6 right now before we begin the second half. Joshua Dobbs making the start for the Titans tonight, 9 of 16, 143 yards passing. He has a 39-yard, a 33-yard, and a 30-yard pass to Racey McMath, Julius Chestnut, and Traylon Burks. Impressive start for that young man. But the stat that stands out, the Titans have 5 penalties. And the Cowboys have 2 less turnovers in the first half. More of that might mean the Titans get back in the win column for the first time since they were last on Thursday Night Football in Lambeau Field, November the 17th, with a win over the Green Bay Packers. The Titans won the toss. They elected to defer their option to this half, and the Titans get the ball right here to begin the third quarter. To call it, the ever-astute Mike Keith and our head coach, Dave McGinnis.
Well, I think what jumps out is the enthusiasm that you saw the Titans sprint to the locker room and sprint back out with. When things are starting to go your way, football's fun again.
Yeah, it's fun again, and it just gets everything going. These fans are into it. But look, what gets it going, takeaways, explosive plays, being able to keep up. We've got to take the penalties away. And again, I'm through talking about Sean Hockley. The thing that we've got to be able to do is we've got to be able to play clean football, but keep this energy going, Mike. The energy is what is really good right now.
Titans trailed 10-6. They scored 6 points on 2 Bullock field goals, 37 and 29 in the last minute and 4 seconds. And the 2 Bullock field goals set up by Dak Prescott interceptions by Kevin Byard. Only Byard's second career game against Dallas. He's got 3 interceptions in his career against the Cowboys. Chestnut is deep. Maher to kick off. He clubs it into the end zone for a touchback. Joshua Dobbs, 9 of 16, 143 yards, sacked twice, lost a fumble. Did not have the benefit of a running game in the first half. Titans 10 rushes, 21 yards.
Yeah, and you've got to get a little bit more balance going there. But Joshua Dobbs has given the Titans something they have not had in the last 6 weeks: explosive plays through the air.
Dobbs starts out under center. Dobbs going to hand it off, and it's Haskins at left guard. 3 yards to the 28-yard line. Tackle there. Making the stop is Watkins. 2nd and 7.
Does a counter gap play from the dot formation, 7 yards deep. Dallas is just very, very stout up front. You've referenced it all throughout this game. They're really stout up front.
Quentin Bohannon in the front on defense. He is a large individual. He's listed 330. 2nd and 7. Dobbs going to give it on the right side, this time to Haskins. And Haskins will get maybe a yard. Bland with the tackle. It'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, this 3rd down conversion to open it up. This is big here. Let's see what we've got. Keep the energy up. Got to keep the energy up.
Here comes Hooper into the game. He was not involved in the first half, targeted 3 times, not able to make a catch. Would be great to get him going in the second half. Dobbs in the shotgun with Haskins on his right hip. Burks motioning to the left. Dallas set to rush 5. Here they come. Dobbs under pressure, firing. Burks dropped it. For some reason, Burks decided to jump, and when he did, he threw himself off and dropped a pass that he should have caught.
Burks has to catch that football, and you called it correctly, exactly right. Don't leave your feet. There's no reason to leave your feet. Get your eyes bouncing up and down. That was really a good throw by Joshua Dobbs. That's all on Traylon Burks. That's a smooth drop.
Here's Stonehouse. Into punt. Dallas going to come after him again. Stonehouse's punt is away. It's a missile. High spiral that turns over. Turbin at the 17 looking for room. There's a clip to the 20, to the 25, and Smith ends it with a big hit at the 27-yard line. Penalty marker down, by the way.
Kelvin Joseph hit him right in the back.
You know, they don't call that a clip anymore. Have you noticed that?
Yes, I have. I would just like for them to call one penalty against Dallas.
Well, they have. This is the first one.
Thank you. Come on, Sean.
During the return, illegal block in the back, receiving team number 1. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. 1st down, Dallas.
Why not call it a clip? They used to call that a clip. It was clipping.
It was clipping.
Remember?
It still is clipping.
But why is it now an illegal block in the back instead of a clip?
I guess it's politically correct.
Dallas starts at their own 11. Prescott has thrown 2 interceptions, both by Byard. Pitches, Elliott on the left side. Oh, no! There's Gibbons. Loss of 1.
Dr. Gibby, just keep making plays, son. Just keep making plays.
2nd down and 11. Prescott gets his team on the ball, leading 10-6. Prescott going to give it to Elliott again. Elliott breaking a tackle outside the 15 to the 17. Tackle made by Byard. It's 3rd and 4.
You saw the strength of Elliott then. This is what he's been his whole career. That was just a strong, strong run.
Davis comes in for Elliott, who I think was shaken up a little bit on that play. Titans show blitz on 3rd and 4. Prescott in the gun, now changing the play. 12:28 to go, 3rd quarter. Prescott looks to throw quickly and completes the pass out to the 30-yard line. Gallup with the catch. Strong catch by Gallup. Took a big hit as Johnson finally makes the tackle.
Strong catch by Gallup. That's exactly right.
Dallas trying to get a little something going here.
Yeah, they're going tempo here, Mike.
Prescott gets him back on the ball. Hand off to Davis, and he is taken down from behind by Edwards after he picks up 2.
Really nice play by Edwards. Nice job of taking a look and seeing, making sure the ball was handed off, and then he was skimmed down the line of scrimmage very well.
2nd and long. Prescott staying in the gun, no huddle. Pumps, looks, being chased, now throws downfield to Brown. It's incomplete, and they're going to call a penalty on McCrary as he got hooked up with Brown, and Brown went to the turf.
Pass interference. Defense number 21. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. It's 1st down.
McCrary had Brown all the way, and Brown flopped. In the NBA, that would be a technical foul.
Yeah, that looked like international soccer then.
Gain of 9 yards on the play and an automatic 1st down. Give on the right side, Davis. No, sir. Gibbons. Wow, what a pop. Gain of a half yard.
Calling Dr. Gibby again.
You say key and diagnose.
Key and diagnose. That's it right there. If you wonder what it is, that's it.
Form tackle in the hole, too. Picked up Davis and put him on his back. 2nd and long. Prescott. Play fake and a deep drop being chased. Completes it on the right side to Ferguson, the tight end. And Ferguson is across the 45, out to the 48-yard line. Strong trailing to make the tackle.
They blitzed that thing then. Prescott got the ball off. Played pretty well.
Now the Titans came with a corner blitz with McCrary.
Yes, they did.
See if this defense has got a little something here for these Cowboys, who are 4 of 6 on 3rd down.
Watch number 88 here.
Elliott is back in the game. Lamb is in the left slot. They're going to give it to Elliott, and Elliott will get the 1st down into Titans territory at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Elliott's into the power run game now. Those last 2 runs by him have been really strong runs.
Well, you would figure that's where Dallas ought to have its biggest advantage right now.
No, absolutely. I mean, keep playing, Titans, keep playing.
9:48 to go in the 3rd. Titans down 10-6. Going to give it to Elliott on the right side. He trips, is taken down by Peavy, and there's a penalty marker down thrown by the umpire.
No, he was tackled right away, though.
He was tackled right away, though. Thanks for the tip. This might be on Dallas. Let's see.
Holding. Offense number 63. It's a 10-yard penalty. It's 1st down.
They've called Dallas for 2 penalties in the first 5:21 of the 2nd half after not calling them for 1 in the 1st half. Yeah, he did. That's Biadish, the center, tackled Peavy, and he still made the stop. Peavy wants to play a little football after being from the practice squad. Going to run a draw. Not much. Not much with Elliott. He got 1, maybe 2 on first down. He's tackled by Strong. It's a gain of 1, 2nd and 19.
Keep it up.
This has been where Prescott has made mistakes. He fires, and the pass is incomplete. It was tipped at the line of scrimmage and intended for Brown. Avery was going to lay the wood to him, but it's batted at the line of scrimmage by Strong. So now it's 3rd and 19.
Let's get him out of here.
Heck of a job by Strong getting that ball up.
Yeah, matched hands. Those matching hands. If you're not going to sack the quarterback, match his hand and knock it down, just like he did.
Titans think it's about time to sack the quarterback. Prescott feeling some heat, being chased, flushed out of the pocket, looks downfield, throws deep down the field, and the ball is incomplete, and they're going to call a penalty on Avery, who had lost Gallup.
Pass interference. Defense, number 30. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. It's first down.
Gallup had stopped running, and Avery made the mistake. He wrapped his arm around the waist of Gallup, and they are always going to call that.
That's poor by Avery. He just lost his composure at the end of it. That's very poor by Avery at the catch point, losing his composure.
That's a 51-yard penalty on 3rd and 19.
Devastating.
Can you hold him to a field goal try? At the 6. Play fake in the flat. The throw is caught by Schultz for a touchdown. Prescott to Schultz take advantage of the Titans penalty. And so it's 16-6 Dallas. As it's a bootleg to the left. Weaver fell for it, and so did Avery.
Yeah, Avery had really poor eye discipline. That's 2 really bad plays back-to-back there on Avery. Just got to call it like it is.
Maher's extra point is up and good. It's Dallas 17, Tennessee 6. 8:48 to go in the 3rd. He's 89 yards, 4:35 off the clock. 6-yard touchdown pass, Prescott to Schultz. The Avery pass interference penalty good for 51 yards on 3rd and 19. And the next play, Dallas scores, taking advantage of the mistake. Right now, the Titans, 7 penalties, 99 yards. 17-6 the score. Titans need a drive from their offense.
Yes, they do. Again, we talked about early in this game, in this broadcast, not helping your opponent. That drive right there, the Titans helped their opponent with 1 huge penalty.
Maher kicking off. Chestnut's going to have a chance. To the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and he is taken down just short of the 30 as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Titans Radio. Joshua Dobbs trying to pump some life back in this offense as they begin at their own 29-yard line, down 11. Burks wide to the left. Dallas tight against the line. They have 8 in the box.
180.
Going to run on the right side, and no chance for Hassan Haskins. Met there by the former Viking Barr.
Anthony Barr was just all over that play. This defensive front, they're not giving up anything on the ground.
Titans have run it 12 times in the game. 25, make that 13 times for 25 yards. They don't have any respect for the Titans' run game, the Cowboys. 2nd down and 10. Dobbs in the pistol. Dropping. Looking. Firing. Got it complete to Swain. He turns it down the field, and the former Cowboy slips and falls at the 34. It's a gain of 5. Bland with the defense. Looked like there might be a little bit more there.
Yeah, I think he had a little bit more before his feet came out from under him.
A couple of slips have hurt the Titans tonight. Woods slipped on a pass late in the first half.
That would have been complete.
It would have been complete. You're 100% right, Coach. This is 3rd down and 5. Dallas showing blitz. They jump out. Dobbs sprints out to his right. Looking. Firing downfield. Did Burks catch it? Yes. Yes, he did. He caught it at the 45-yard line. And he is touchdown by Curse.
Nice job by Traylon with that, but I'll tell you what, Joshua Dobbs threw a rope then.
On the ball quickly. The Titans snap it. They give it to Haskins on the left side. Penalty marker down. Haskins 40. Haskins 35. Haskins down at the 34. There is a marker down.
That's illegal participation. Offside.
Offside. Defense number 96. Those penalties declined as the play results in a 1st down.
Hooker had the tackle there, but that's a gain of 12 for Haskins. Big throw, big catch. Dobbs to Burks. Dallas, 6-man front again. Dobbs going to give it to Haskins on the right side. He turns it down the field, and he's to the 31 where he's stopped by Wright. So Haskins now 9 carries, 28 yards. He entered this game with 11 carries for 50 yards. Haskins out, Chestnut in.
They tried to test. I'm sorry, Mike. They tried to test the edge then because they've been getting stymied up inside.
6:12 remaining in the 3rd. Clock counts. Titans trail 17-6. Offset I to the left. Again, it's a stacked front for Dallas. Dobbs rolling to the right, looking, and throws it away. Takes a pop from Lawrence at the end of the play. It's 3rd down and 7.
But that was the correct decision. Tried to run a roll boot out of an eye over, which means the fullback was to the tight end side. Dallas played it pretty well on the edge, and they played it very well on the coverage.
Dobbs
throw it away.
Dobbs 11 of 20, 168 yards. No touchdowns or interceptions. He has lost a fumble. On 3rd down and 7, the Titans empty the backfield. 3 receivers to the left. Now he calls Haskins into the backfield. Going to run a draw. Haskins tries to pop it and nearly does. Is taken down at the 26, 2 yards short of the 1st down by Kurtz.
He'll go for this.
On 4th and 2, the Titans are going to go. Here comes Westbrook Akine in for a Conquo. Boy, that one nearly hit it. Good hard running by Haskins.
Yes, it was. The right side got a block. Let's pick this up.
See what Dobbs has on 4th and 2. One set of 3 receivers to the left. Gives it inside. Haskins driving forward. I think he got it. I don't know how, but Haskins makes it to the 24-yard line, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well, that was running by Haskins as Lawrence really clubbed him right away, and this young man just kept going. He knocked Lawrence backwards and tumbled over him for the 1st down.
That's really strong. That's same foot, same shoulder. Tremendous example of it. That was just a run then by Haskins.
Lawrence outweighs him by 40 pounds. Big 1st down at the 24. Haskins on the right side, cuts it up, dives to the 20, and just beyond. He's tackled by Watkins as the Titans have entered the Pinnacle scoring zone. For more on Titans banking from Pinnacle, visit titansbanking.com. Pinnacle is the official bank of the Tennessee Titans.
Get a little push up front now, Mike.
Haskins now up to 12 carries for 40 yards. Dobbs gets him on the ball. 2nd down and 5. Dobbs is going to run Haskins on the left side. Take that Chestnut. And Chestnut is hit and driven backwards by Watkins. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 as he loses a yard. What do you like here, Coach?
The left side of that offensive line, I'd like to get somebody open in the middle of the field. Either that, if they're playing man-to-man and they're not playing press coverage, go ahead and hit it out over there to the wide side of the field.
Titans are 4 of 11 on 3rd down.
You got Burks one-on-one over here.
Dobbs dropping, fires right side for Woods. He got it!
There's the out.
Woods makes the catch and has the 1st down at the 11. He beat right, and the Titans move the chains.
There's the out to the wide side of the field. Perfectly executed.
Well called by you, Coach.
They didn't hear me, though, but thank you anyway.
Titans radio did.
That counts a lot for me.
Jonathan Ward has come in at running back. He's on the right hip of Dobbs. 3 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 at the 11. Dobbs drops, looks, throws the out route. It's caught, getting up Ward at the 8, and he's thrown out of bounds. A low, safe throw. Ward has the bar with the tackle. And they will spot him out at the 7. It's a gain of 4. And a Cowboy is injured. What a nice drive for Joshua Dobbs and the Titans.
Yeah, and you know what? They bowed their neck. They bowed their neck and stayed with this drive. That's what I like.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, running the ball on 3rd and 7, and then 4th and 2.
Absolutely, and the call to go for on 4th and 2 was 100% correct. That 4th and 2 run was as good a strong, same foot, same shoulder run as you're going to see in the National Football League.
Well, Haskins likes contact. Looks like they're saying it's a head injury for Kurz, the safety, and he's going to have to come off. Titans get a free timeout here to discuss this 2nd and 6 at the 7. This drive to this point, 12 plays, 64 yards, nearly 6 minutes off the clock.
Well, and then that's playing real NFL football there. You got to like that.
Hooper checking in for Raider at tight end. That might be a hint. Could also be a place where Dobbs could run. They have not used the Dobbs wheels in a while. 3 carries, 12 yards.
If he's going to run, he's got to be real decisive down here, because when you start running down here, it squeezes. That end line is the 12th defender, so the defenders will be moved up. If he wants to run, he's got to be decisive with it.
Crowd enjoying this game. Dallas leading 17-6. Titans have 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys 7. Play fake. Dobbs looking, throwing, and just behind Burks. I think it was tipped, and it's incomplete. Dobbs trying everything he had. He had a lot of heat, and he's trying to hang in there and get it to Burks. But Micah Parsons bringing the heat.
Micah Parsons, tight end, couldn't block him. The back couldn't block him.
We got a couple of whifferinos there. You got to do a little better than that, Coach. Especially against what has been the most dominant pass rusher in the NFL over the last 2 years.
Oh, that's true.
3rd down and 6 at the 7. Dobbs has a little time. Fires, gets it to Woods at the 4. Woods into the end zone. Touchdown, Titans! Joshua Dobbs takes the Titans home, and the ball game continues on.
Okay.
Dobbs Dobbs hanging in there. He got good protection. Moved to his left. Woods set up. He basically posted up at the 3 and then drove into the end zone. Extra point by Bullock is up, and it's good. 17-13, 2:04 to go in the third. Thursday night football that even Al Michaels would enjoy.
Fourteen plays, 71 yards, 6:44 off the clock. Joshua Dobbs to Robert Woods, a 7-yard touchdown to cap off your Nissan Drive summary. Nissan Stadium, home of the Titans. Nissan, official auto partner of the Tennessee Titans.
9 days ago, Joshua Dobbs was on Detroit's practice squad. Tonight, he has his first career touchdown pass as Bullock's kick goes into the end zone. And he's playing on Thursday Night Football. Josh Dobbs, 14 of 24, 188. And again, his first career touchdown pass, just a few weeks short of his 28th birthday.
Play some defense here now, Mike.
Well, they've had a nice long rest, Coach.
Yes, they have.
Davis begins the series as the running back. Prescott under center. Titans in a 5-man front. Davis takes the handoff, and he's met by Rice and decked for a half-yard loss. Monty Rice likes hitting people.
So does Dr. Gibby. Those two guys back there have got my respect from this booth. I'm just telling you that.
Titans now go with extra defensive backs. They've got 6. Rice is going to be on the right side trying to cover Davis. Empty backfield. Prescott fires deep downfield, and the pass is incomplete. Intended for Hilton, defended by McCrary.
McCrary was in a nice job. He was in phase. We call that in phase, where he's right on his hip. The ball has to be thrown long because he's in such good phase. I really thought they were going to throw out here on Rice.
Third down and 10.5 with 1:25 to go in the third. Dallas 17, Tennessee 13. Prescott feeling some heat, stepping up, firing short, got it to Hilton, and Hilton will make the first down as he breaks the tackle to the 40, to the 45, and he's out of bounds at midfield. The crafty T.Y. Hilton was able to elude the tackler. He still has wheels, does Hilton, and he uses them there to beat the Titans on a big play. He's ruled out of bounds officially at the Tennessee 47.
You got to stop people on third and double digit. Andrew Adams missed that tackle. They're off the field if Adams makes that tackle.
2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Prescott, long count. Going to hand off Davis, and Davis will be stacked up for no gain. This young Titans defensive line playing very, very hard as Walker makes another tackle, and it appears as though a Cowboy is injured. That is Biadish, their center, who's down. Timeout on the field, 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Dallas with the ball, leading by 4 at Nissan Stadium.
Titans action, wherever they play. Your home for exclusive coverage. This is Titans Radio.
Biadish leaves the game, the center, with a leg injury. They're going to move Connor McGovern from left guard to center, Tyler Smith from left tackle to left guard, and the veteran Jason Peters is going to go in at left tackle, so they're making 3 changes in the offensive line.
Let's take advantage of it. How about that? They're going to let this run, clearly.
Dallas now is going to let the third quarter clock run out. And that's it. After 3, your score, Dallas 17, Tennessee 13.
Only one quarter left in this one. Time to check more scores with an update.
Coming up on Sunday, Jacksonville looks to avenge a Week 5 loss to the Texans. They will visit NRG Stadium in Houston. It is win and in for the Giants. They host Nick Foles and the Colts on Sunday. The Dolphins visit the Patriots, likely without Tua Tagovailoa in concussion protocol. Eagles hosting the Saints with a chance to clinch the NFC 1 seed. The Bucs host the Panthers with hopes to clinch the NFC South. The Chiefs hosting the Broncos at Arrowhead. The Raiders will host the 49ers, and the Jets will visit the Seahawks. Vikings travel to the Packers. Chargers and Rams will face off. And on Monday night, it's Bengals and Bills.
In this game, Dallas has outgained Tennessee 273 to 227. But in the third quarter, Tennessee outgained Dallas 75-68. Cowboys have outrushed the Titans 74 to 51, outthrown them 199 to 176. 2nd and 10 at the Tennessee 47. Under pressure, Prescott hits the tight end Schultz, who breaks some tackles and is taken down at the 41-yard line. And there's going to be a late flag thrown by Sean Hockley at the quarterback. He threw this way after everything had happened.
Personal foul.
Wow.
Roughing the passer. Defense number 56. It's a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play. First down.
A blitzing Monty Rice put a big hit, and he tried to get off of him. He tried to roll to the side so he didn't drive him. And way after Rice had gotten up and taken off, that's when Hockley threw the flag.
Yeah, Sean Hockley, I can't say it.
So it's down to the 26-yard line of the Titans. Titans now penalized 8 times for 114. Dallas penalized twice for 20.
Yeah, I can't say it. He's awful.
Going to give Davis a carry on the left side, and Davis with a nice run is taken down just short of the 20-yard line. Avery and Rice combined to get him down there. It'll be 2nd down and 4. It was almost as if his conscience got him.
Yeah, I did. Please don't talk to me about him.
Okay.
Thank you.
2nd down and 4. Prescott against a 4-man front. He's got Lamb in motion to the left. Prescott looking, stepping up, stepping away. He's driven down by Tart after a very short gain. Tierre Tart, nice hustle. It'll be 3rd down and very short. We'll call it 3rd and 2.
This defense is just playing as hard as they can.
13:35 to go in the game. Holding them to a field goal here keeps the Titans within a score. Prescott has thrown 2 interceptions, has lost a fumble. He takes the snap. He looks, he swings it out. Davis on the right side. Rice can't get him in time to get him out of bounds. And sprinting inside the 15 to the 13-yard line is Malik Davis for a Dallas first down.
Davis has really got a lot of speed, and you know, if you're Rice, a linebacker, you got to get out and jump ahead of that guy, because he's going to outrun your angle.
Elliott back in the game at running back. Elliott 14 carries, 32 yards and a touchdown. Changing the play, Prescott, who's in the gun. Prescott, play fake. Quick screen, left side, Lamb, and he will get 3 yards to the 10 and be knocked down there by Kalu.
All right.
2nd and 7.
Be sure tacklers down here and get some plaster coverage on these people down here.
12:15 remaining in the game.
Protect your edges.
Dallas trying to go to 12 and 4. Trying to fight off the Titans. Prescott looking to his left, looking, firing in the back of the end zone. What a catch by Schultz for a touchdown. He went over the Titans defender and made an unbelievable grab. I think that's Adams, and Adams is still down. Adams landed awkwardly at the end of the play and is grabbing his knee. That was an unbelievable catch by Schultz.
It really was.
Prescott gave him a chance to make the play, and Schultz just reached up over him. Adams landing awkwardly and immediately grabbing his right knee. Andrew Adams, who has been such an important part of this football team this season. He was signed off the Steelers practice squad on September 21st. He is now appearing in his 13th game, making his 11th start. 58 tackles, an interception, 2 special teams tackles. And right now, a guy who has taken on a big role, 29-year-old Andrew Adams, down in the end zone as the Titans have just seen Dallas score a touchdown. Andrew Adams is on his way to the dressing room on a cart. Pinnacle sideline report, Amy Wells, what can you tell us?
Well, Mike Keith, as soon as he came down, everyone around him knew there was a problem. They checked him out on the field, knew pretty quickly he needed to be carted to the locker room. They're going to continue to evaluate him inside.
Yeah, Amy, the other thing, too, I believe we saw Devontae Harris hurt a hamstring in the first half.
Yes, he hurt a hamstring in the first half.
And is not back out there, right?
Correct.
So the Titans are down to 7 healthy defensive backs as the extra point is up and good. Dallas 24, Tennessee 13, 11:58 to go. Cowboys 10 plays, 75 yards, 5:06 off the clock. The touchdown pass, Dalton Schultz from Dak Prescott. Great catch by Dalton Schultz. No two ways about it. He made a big league play on Thursday Night Football, and now the pressure shifts back to Joshua Dobbs and the Titans. Still, plenty of time to be able to run your offense, though.
There absolutely is, and you're right. Schultz made a great catch, of course. Should have never, ever been down there in the first place because of you-know-who.
8 penalties called on the Titans tonight for 114 yards. Dallas 2 for 20. And really, I mean, you can say this honestly, because of the 51-yard penalty on Avery, which set up a touchdown, penalties the difference in the game right now.
Absolutely they are.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, that's a fact. Maher to kick off, hits it high. Chestnut's going to let it go for a touchback. So let's see if Astro Dobbs can keep him moving. He's done a really nice job tonight. 14 of 24, 188 and a touchdown. He's carried 3 times for 12 yards.
Well, let's start operating here.
He has just been in command, though.
He has.
Bunch set of 3 receivers tight to the right. Burks wide left. Going to pitch it back. Burks on the right side on a reverse. Burks gets a block to the 25, to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, and he's taken down at the 46-yard line. Traylon Burks for 21 yards and a first down, right with the tackle.
Traylon Burks just looks electric when he's running with the football. This is a big, strong athlete that eats up stripes.
Coach, he's touched it 3 times tonight for 71 yards. He's going to be special.
Yep, he is.
Burks wide to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Dobbs going to throw it. Screens it. Haskins, who dropped it, and he's lucky he did. Kearse was going to blow it up. So instead of 2nd and 15, it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Kearse spread that thing so fast. He got by anybody that was trying to block him out here on the perimeter to the right side of the Titans offense. You called that 100% right. He's better off dropping that ball.
By the way, Coach, Andrew Adams officially a knee and listed as out. Not a surprise, but that's the official designation.
Okay.
11:17 to go, 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line. Dobbs drops, looks, dumps it short. Haskins at midfield. Haskins drives his way to the 45-yard line. Should have it up for a first down as he's tackled there by Bland.
Nice job by Dobbs then.
Take the check down.
Take the check down. I mean, that's a veteran play right there.
You never lose money taking a profit, right?
You never, ever. The other thing is Haskins, once he drops his shoulder, they're not real keen on tackling him in the open field one-on-one.
You know, last year in playing at Michigan, I mean, this guy had only 6 runs in a year where he gained 1,400 yards. Only 6 runs where he took a loss. Timeout on the field as rookie Sam Williams out of Ole Miss is injured for the Dallas Cowboys. Titans have a first down at the Dallas 45. After Williams leaves the field, the Titans get on the ball at the 45-yard line of the Cowboys. 10:52 remaining in the game. Titans down 11. Dobbs looking deep, throwing deep, going for Burks, and nearly caught by Burks. Looking for a flag. There is no flag. Bland defending. Mike Vrabel is hot.
This crew is an absolute joke.
Second down and 10. But let's just go to this point, though. You love the Titans taking those shots.
Oh, absolutely take those shots. What I don't love is officials inserting themselves into this game.
Haskins is the running back on the right hip of Dobbs. Dobbs drops, fires, got it complete to Woods. He's taken down immediately, picking up nearly 6 yards as Wright makes the tackle, brings up third down. Good tackle by Wright. See if Dobbs can do it again. Titans in this game 6 of 13 on third downs. It's much better than their season average of just 36%.
Absolutely it is. Let's keep increasing that.
Need one here.
Yeah.
2 receivers to the left. Hooper now motions to the left, so 3 receivers that way. Dobbs takes a drop, under pressure, swings it out for Hooper and incomplete. Clean blitzer coming, Bland, and he had to throw it away. Just couldn't get anything on it. He knew he was going to get it. And so Dobbs tried a jump pass. Titans going to go. On 4th down and a little less than 5. Crowd wants a roughing the passer as Bland did the same thing to Dobbs
exactly
that Rice did to Prescott. Somebody jumped. Let's see who they're going to call it on. They're going to call it on Tennessee.
Full start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. It's 4th down.
Now the punt team will come on.
Yeah, I mean, that's an unforced error right there. But back to your point, it's exactly the same thing. Monty Rice put his head to the side, tried not to initiate contact when the ball was gone. As I said, just that's enough of me.
Stonehouse to punt. Turpin is deep. On 4th down and 10. Snap is good. Stonehouse with an end-over-ender. Turpin backs up, lets it go. It hits and goes into the end zone. So it'll be at the 20-yard line. Dallas with the football and an 11-point lead. 9:50 remaining in the game at Nissan Stadium. With the injury to Andrew Adams, number 20, Lonnie Johnson, 4th-year man out of Kentucky, will come into the game at the safety spot opposite Kevin Byard. The Titans feel like there's a very good chance they'll have their regular man, Amani Hooker, back for next weekend's game with Jacksonville. Tonight, a battle of the 135th pick of the 2016 draft, Dak Prescott, and the 135th pick of the 2017 draft, Joshua Dobbs. Right now, Prescott leading 24-13. Toss sweep. Elliott coming left. Chased down by Rice and Weaver for no gain.
Rice and Weaver, what a great pursuit play. Great pursuit play by those two players for the Titans.
Titans now down to just 21 total defensive players available. They have played everybody on defense tonight. Rotating in the defensive line. On 2nd and 10, play fake. Prescott rolling to the right, looking deep, throwing deep downfield. There's Lamb at midfield, puts a move on and tries to stiff arm his way by Byard. Byard takes him out of bounds at the 46.
Play action, half roll boot. That was a true transcontinental from one side of the field to the other. Too much time to throw. He bought time with that play action and got a deep drop.
Prescott will get his team on the ball. Rolls to his right, looking, firing over the middle. It's Gallup with the ball. He makes the catch at the 32-yard line. Tackled by Kalu and Rice. Gain of 14 on the play and a first down for the Dallas Cowboys, who are trying to salt this thing away with 8.5 minutes remaining.
Same type of throw, boot, throwback.
Some might wonder why Dallas is putting it in the air right now. They have not had a lot of success running the football. Toss. Elliott on the right side, looks for a block, gets it, and is run out of bounds inside the 30 at the 29. Gain of 3. Rice will be credited with another tackle. Give him 11 in this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's been everywhere. He's been all over it.
Under 8 minutes remaining.
He and Gibbons both.
These defensive players for the Titans will sleep well tonight.
They are laying it all out there. I can say that for them.
My goodness.
I know, I've been in this league long enough. I know effort when I see it.
Prescott dropping. Under pressure. Sacked! And it looks like it'll count. Who was there first? Tart and Walker also there. Tart is down. It's $100 to Second Harvest Food Bank from Kroger, the official tailgate headquarters of the Titans. If that is given to Tart, even half, it'll be his first sack in his NFL career.
Boy, I tell you what, they brought a lot of violent heat in, too.
Loss of 8 on the play. It's going to make it 3rd and 15 with 7:23 to go. They will split the sack between Tart and Walker. So give Tart 1/2 of a sack on the year and in his career, and give DeMarcus Walker 7 sacks.
Right, that's tremendous. And these guys are just, look, these guys are putting it all out there on the field.
He was grabbing his calf, so maybe this is just a cramp.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know this. As a lifetime coach in the National Football League, the one thing that you always appreciate from your players, no matter what the circumstances, is effort, and these guys have given it tonight.
Cowboys are 8 of 10 on 3rd downs. This is 3rd and 15. Quick screen, right side, Lamb. He's got the 35, he's got the 30, and he's taken down short of the first down at the 27 by Edwards. So it's 4th and 5. Dallas is going to kick the field goal to go up 14, which is the smart play.
Yeah, go up 2 scores. I mean, that's the correct call.
Does appear to be a cramp with 93 Tart, who has a new daughter, by the way, Aurora. He missed the game in Los Angeles because of it, but obviously very excited. He and Annie, congratulations to them.
Absolutely, big congratulations.
45-yard field goal, Maher. Snap, set. Maher's kick is up, and his kick is good. 27-13 Dallas, 6:24 to go. Mike Vrabel over to give congratulations to a defense who keeps fighting in spite of the fact that they are thin on numbers but they have been long on effort tonight. Yards, 3:26 off the clock. Brett Maher good from 45 yards out. And so Maher has now made 29 field goals on the year. Cowboys lead 27-13 over the Titans, 6:24 remaining. Maher to kick off to Chestnut. It's a knuckler. It's going to bounce downfield and go out of bounds. So the Titans get a break there. They'll start at the 40-yard line.
Yes, sir. That's a break, and that's a nice job by Chestnut. Just being able to hold his water and watch the thing go out of bounds, not rush it, not panic, let it go out of bounds.
In this game, Haskins 12 rushes, 40 yards. Burks 1 for 20. Dobbs 3 for 12. Chestnut 4 for -1. Dobbs 16 of 29, 203 and a touchdown. Burks his leading receiver with 51 yards. Woods has 4 catches for 31 yards and a touchdown. Starting at the 40, Westbrook, Akine, and Burks to the left, Woods to the right. Against a 4-man front. Dobbs going to throw it. Under a lot of pressure, steps up, fires. Complete to Burks for what should be a 4-yard gain as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the NFL. This is Titans Radio. Dobbs escapes to the right, tries to throw it, and is intercepted. Right with the interception, as Dobbs probably should have pulled that down and run it.
Yeah, he panicked on that throw. He did a good job of getting out of the cylinder, but then that throw was not there at all. Corner was underneath that route. Safety was over the top of it. Either run it or throw it away. Should have run it.
So Dallas will take over at the 40-yard line with 5:57 to go, and the defense is back out, needing something strongly heroic at this moment to give their offense one more chance. Elliott with the run, and he's getting nowhere. Strong again. Boy, he's had a nice game.
Now, this whole defense is really just played with every ounce and fiber of their body.
Dallas getting ready to run their 70th play.
Oh. With the numbers that the Titans are down on defense, this is some kind of effort by these guys.
5:27 and counting. Dallas in no hurry. Prescott starting his 100th game for the Cowboys, looking for his 62nd win. He's going to throw. Under pressure, he fires deep right side, going for Lamb. Batted away by McCrary. McCrary with an incredible leap and a bat. It's 3rd down and 10.
That's as good a play as you can make as a corner, man-to-man, on one of the best receivers in the league. That's a great play by that young player, Roger McCrary.
Yeah, CeeDee Lamb only has 101 catches.
Yeah, I mean, he's legit.
10 catches tonight, 99 yards. Stops the clock with 5:10 to play. Not quite sure why you would do that, but you'll take it, right?
Right.
You got to get off the field on 3rd and 10. Here comes the heat. The throw incomplete, and there's a penalty marker back at the quarterback.
Holding. Offense, number 73. This penalty's declined. It's 4th down.
And the defense gets a 3 and out, picking up Dobbs and the offense.
No, absolutely. That is a great sudden change, Mike. A great sudden change deep into the 4th quarter. As I say, I don't give out praises lightly. This defense has laid everything out there.
Anger to punt. Titans going to go after it. Anger's punt is away, very high. Woods asks for the fair catch. Drop the ball. It gets away. A penalty marker is down. And it's been recovered. I think.
It's got to be punt interference, doesn't it?
I would think so. Dallas has the ball, but let's see what the penalty is. Gotta wait. As Allison recovered the fumble. Titan offense has gone ahead and come out. They think it's on Dallas. It was a very late fair catch. Joseph brushed against. Yeah, that's got to be kick-catch interference.
Kick-catch interference by the kicking team, number 1. This 15-yard penalty will be from the spot of the foul because the kicking team recovered the ball. It'll be first down, Tennessee.
All right, so the Titans will start outside the 30. And now Dobbs has to come back.
Got to come back
from some. Well, I don't know that you'd call. I mean, he's not a guy who's played a lot of football, and so he made a bad throw. But you got to bounce back from the bad.
Absolutely. I mean, he just made a bad decision because he had already escaped a lot of problem in the cylinder.
Sure.
Just made a bad decision. It's easy for me to say up here.
Well, here's a guy we mentioned. I mean, he has not had game action other than preseason in nearly 2 years to the day. Hard to do, but he's done a pretty good job overall. Dobbs to throw it. Firing right side for Burks, leaping catch, and he is taken out of bounds by Wright at the 44 with a first down.
Clock's running.
Titans get on the ball, 4:42 to go and counting. Dobbs looking, firing, got it complete over the middle. Hooper finally has a catch. He's just short of midfield. Gain of 6. Dobbs gets him back on the ball. Dobbs looks left, under pressure, hit as he throws, and the throw goes out of bounds. Clock stopped. 4:15 to go. Gallimore had the big hit.
Yeah, he was getting huge pressure from his backside, and that was the right throw. Just launch it out of bounds.
Dobbs 19 of 34, 224, touchdown and an interception. Titans, by the way, in this game up to 283 total yards. Third down 4. Got to pick up the first down. Dobbs sprints out to his right, looking, being chased, firing, completed. Woods just settled down on the right sideline, and it's a catch for 8 yards right with the tackle.
It's a nice job by Woods. That's a veteran receiver there. Saw what his quarterback was doing, and he just settled because he knew how much they needed for the first down.
Dobbs has a feel, doesn't he?
Got a feel.
He could sense that Micah Parsons was the big bad wolf coming from the other side.
Well, he was blowing through the door, too.
Scaring Grandma. At the 42-yard line, 4:08 to go, clock stop. Titans trail by 2 touchdowns. Dobbs looking, firing deep right side, going for Westbrook Akine, incomplete. Second down and 10.
Got no problem with that, taking that shot.
Take a shot. At the 42, Titans need a touchdown if they want to keep this thing going. They do have all 3 timeouts. But they got to get it in the end zone, something they've done only once tonight.
Got to get it in the end zone.
3 receivers to the left. Conley is wide right. Blitz. It's picked up. Dobbs has time, throws short, ball tipped at the line. Really too bad for Tennessee because it fell just short of Hooper. He would have caught it at the 36 and probably would have had a decent chance to pick up the first down had Lawrence not batted it.
Yeah, absolutely. Lawrence has deflected that thing, and you're right. That thing's caught. That's a first down.
DeMarcus Lawrence, what a good player. Man, he's been in the league for a long time since being picked early in the second round in 2014. 9 years. 3rd and 10. Here comes the heat. Dobbs pumping, looking, throwing. Hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Or is it? It's been picked up by a Cowboy who's tackled by Woods at the 24. No signal. Finally, Hockley comes up and signals incomplete pass with 3:48 remaining.
The ball hit the ground, didn't it?
It did.
So that's an incomplete pass.
And nobody signaled anything.
Well, that's just to my point again about this crew.
So now a big 4th and 10. See if Dobbs has got a little something here.
Got to have protection first.
Daly moves, and so the Titans have their 10th penalty.
That's just a mental error. You've got to be able to have composure under pressure. Just a mental error. I mean, that's what it is.
Do you think about punting here?
No.
You've got your timeouts. It's 4th and 15. No question. Okay. Down 27-13. Pressure coming. Picked up. Dobbs looking, sprinting to his right, trying to find somebody, anybody. He throws downfield. It's batted up in the air and incomplete. Trying to make it happen on 4th and 15. That's hard to do. And the ball will go over on downs with 3:44 remaining. Well, Dallas has gotten all they wanted tonight. But they are in a great position to close this thing out now. Prescott on his way back out. Elliott is the running back. Elliott, 17 carries, 35 yards. In the game 4 years ago against the Titans, 17 carries, 61 yards. Elliott spinning out to the left and making positive yardage as he gets 1 yard up to the 48-yard line, tackled by Avery. And a Titan is down, and it's Strong, isn't it? Or is it Basham?
Basham.
It's Basham. Oh, my goodness. The Titans cannot afford to lose another outside linebacker, Coach, and Basham has played well tonight.
He's played really well.
Basham found himself in Dallas after signing there, and then battled some injury this year, tried to come back, played in a couple games, and they let him go. And the Titans worked him out and decided to pick him up. Basham is going to be helped to his feet. He's going to limp off under his own power. 2nd down and 9. No timeout is assessed there because we're not inside 2 minutes. They will restart the clock. Maybe a situation here where Vrabel does not think about taking all of the timeouts, understanding where his team is and what next week is.
You know, absolutely. I mean, you can't afford to lose many more people.
Well, you're probably not going to win this one, and you just got to get out of here now. Titans in a 5-man front. They go toss. Ezekiel Elliott to the right. He is butted down by Walker. 1 yard on the play. It'll be 3rd down and long. Inside 3 minutes to go. Reed will come in as an extra defensive back. Pretty entertaining game tonight. Whereas a lot of the country did not think it would be.
The Titans were just, extremely undermanned this game. And as I said, they put everything they have out there.
Quick screen, left side, Lamb. Lamb tries to cut it up. He's tackled at the 50. And this will take us to the 2-minute warning. So, 2 minutes remaining in the game. Dallas gets set to punt. Cowboys put the pressure on Philadelphia. If Dallas wins their final game of the year against Washington and Philly loses their last two, Dallas wins the NFC East.
As we begin the final 2 minutes here at Nissan Stadium, the Titans trail the Cowboys 27-13. A valiant effort by Tennessee tonight. We will have stats, scores, and a full recap of Titans and Cowboys. Titans Radio's Locker Room Report coming up in a few minutes.
A Dallas team at virtually full strength.
Yeah, and one of the healthiest teams in the league, and and one of the more talented teams in the league too. You look at what they've got with their frontline guys. I mean, C.D. Lamb is clearly an elite receiver in this league. Quarterback is an elite player. Their offensive line has got, the Titans have done a great job against the run, but it's hard when you keep giving the ball back to them. Had a little life with the offense for a little bit, but again, protection issues and turnovers, they'll get you.
Titans going to get the ball back as Anger is set to punt. Good rush. Anger gets it away. End over ender. It's going to bounce at the 15, and it will roll dead inside the 9 with 1:50 to go. Newman is going to go in the game in the offensive line. Zach Johnson is going to go in the game at tackle, so they're going to get Daly and Brewer out, who've been banged up. By the way, the Titans now up to 85 players used this season, as Dobbs, Zach Johnson, and Jaden Peavy are 83, 84, and 85. The running back is Jonathan Ward. Going to give Ward a carry right up the middle. Nice run. 10, 15, 20, and he's up to the 22-yard line. Clark with the tackle. Titans are going to huddle. And you're saying it's 27-13. Why not go fast? You got to protect your guys at this moment. I mean, that's why you've used 85 guys, is because you've had so many issues. Ward on a draw play up the middle. Nice run. He's got 6 yards to the 27. Gallimore with the tackle. It all comes down to next week. And I would think, Coach Mack, you're going to feel a lot better about this football team as you head back to work after the effort they gave tonight.
Yeah, you feel better about this quarterback, too.
And knowing what you get back.
Yes.
You'll have a fresh Derrick Henry to go back to his hometown.
180. What's up?
Dobbs going to give it to Ward on the left side. Ward's got the first down. He's up to the 35 and on forward to the 38-yard line. Bland with the tackle. Titans don't have to run another play. We'll see if they do. Dallas will go to 12-4. The Titans will fall to 7-9. "20 seconds and counting. Dobbs is thrown for 232 yards. He'll pitch it to Ward around right end, and Ward will be stopped by Clark as the game ends. Final score on Thursday Night Football: Dallas Cowboys 27, Tennessee Titans 13.